Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win! We win!
Don't you open your mouth about the best, or I'm gonna shut it for you real quick. LOB.
Listen, we talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
Lewis gets it to LeBron for three for the win. Yes! LeBron James at the buzzer!
Pass is caught! Diggs! Sideline! Touchdown! Unbelievable! Vikings win it!
What was your mindset when you stepped in the batter's box?
Go yard. I mean, I'm a pitcher. Why not swing as hard as I can? I got nothing to lose.
It's nothing to man above. Don't put you in situations that you can't handle. Instead of saying, why me? They're saying this is what he want me to do. And, Cleveland! This is for you!
The way we approach the game is the same way we approach life. You do the right thing. You make the right play. Make the right play. And in life, it's the same thing. What do you feel in your heart is the right thing to do? And you do that. You know, it seems so simple, but sometimes the simplest things are the hardest things to do. And I think it's just that.
Welcome to
What?
The game.
Me.
To me.
What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of What the Game Means to Me. I'm, of course, one half of the pod, Jelani Brown. Got my co-host with me today. Daddy is Bill. How you doing today, bro?
I'm good. Feeling pretty good. Coming off a nice, slight little London dub. Looking forward to this week. We got a test. It's really like, we played okay. I just want to really see who we are. And I think this week will be a test. We got some players coming back, so we're ready to go. And I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
If we would have lost, it would have been a different story, but I'm feeling good as of now.
Yeah. I guess I'll give you a little time to talk about the win. Obviously, our two teams played. We didn't really get to get on and have a show about it. But it might have been good for me not to get on and have a show about it because we played like ass, and we're continuing to look like ass. We're trending in the wrong direction. But what'd you think about the game? Just a little quick synopsis of what you saw and what you think is gonna help you guys prevail in this upcoming week.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not happy either. We got a dub, which is always good in the NFL. You just need to win, but it was an ugly win. Defense, it's just crazy. Coming into this year, even the people that don't watch the Jaguars would think like the offense is going to carry the team, but so far it's been the defense. Let's just talk about the offense, honestly. Defense is fine. We just need to get more pressure consistently. Josh Allen had a good game, but we just need more from other people. He was the only guy really getting pressure. So we just need more on that side. And we play the Bills this week, so we're going to have to play a little bit better. As many – just any play like that posted Ritter underthrew that Darius Williams dropped after his first pick. You just got to – every ball that comes your way, you got to catch it.
I mean, y'all got two of them. Back to back.
We greedy, man. We greedy. We need three. But, playing Josh Allen, he's just like Brett Favre. Not to knock on him, but people always told you, all right, he's going to make plays, but he's going to throw you one. You just got to catch it.
Mm-hmm.
So for the defense, we have a tall test, so we can pressure Josh Allen and just make the timely plays because they're going to score. They're pulling offense. They've been putting 30 and 40 on everybody, so it's bound to happen. Us holding them under 14 is not going to happen. So you just got to make your plays when they're there and just bend but don't break. They have long drives, that's fine, but don't let them get 6. Make them settle for 3. But on the offensive side of the ball, I'm just not really liking what we're doing. Every fan wants to blame the offensive coordinator, which they probably could call some better plays, but it's based off your personnel. And right now, the way they're calling plays, I don't think they trust the offensive line based off what they're doing. Everything's real quick.
Yeah.
Screens, 1, 2, 3, get the ball out. It's not the downfield explosive attack that we're looking forward to. So play calling has to be better. Offensive line has to be better. We didn't allow a sack this week, I don't think, but he still got hit a decent amount, which is not very good. And our running game just needs to – it's just so boring right now. Everything is 1-2 yards. Etienne had 20 carries for 45 yards. And I understand that's not on him. We know what he can do when he has. All he needs is a couple yards of space and he can make somebody miss. But, we did play Calais and Grady Jerry, and those are two solid defensive linemen. But I think we just need we just need a little bit more not flavor, just a little bit more creativity. Running inside zone versus them is not going to do anything. We need some trap runs. We need some power counters, tosses, stuff to get them out on the edge, stuff like that. So I just need better from the the offensive line, because that's part of the reason like we're not doing anything is because we're not getting any push up front. Everything's a stalemate. So offensive line got to be better. Play calling got to be better. Trevor's fine right now. He's doing everything he needs to for the most part. Receivers caught the ball last week, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So just going into this weekend, based off the game, I just think offensive line needs to be much better. Play calling needs to be better. And then going for this, especially this week, defense has to make the timely plays.
Yeah.
You can't drop a pick versus Josh Allen because he's the type of quarterback to make you pay on the next play. So take it one play at a time and make the plays when they come to you.
Yeah, like I said, glad we didn't come on before really or after because we don't look good. Like you said, offensively, it's the same story with our team. I mean, our whole question is the quarterback. Obviously, y'all have a more higher tier quarterback. It's Trevor Lawrence obviously versus Desmond Ridder. But like we were talking about before we came on, they put him in this spot. I mean, he should have been playing more last year. He should have played preseason this year. We just look pedestrian. We can't push the ball down the field. We can't get ball to our playmakers. Each and every week, I'm tired of hearing we got all these first round picks, all this first round talent on offense, and we doing nothing with it. I'm tired of seeing these trade, pitch rumors. Jonnu Smith catching more balls, getting more targets, has more yards than him. It's wild, and a lot of it's on Arthur Smith as well. I think. His play calling. I think he definitely needs to. I've thought this even since last year. He needs to give up play calling duties to somebody who's a little more creative that can get our playmakers out in space and just a different look, just a different playbook. Like he's kind of done the same thing since Tennessee. 2 wide receiver route sets, like power backfield. Like it's just not working, and I don't think he tailors the playbook to Desmond either. I think Desmond would do a little bit better in run pass option plays possibly. Maybe use his legs a little bit. He can probably extend plays, but it's just not play friendly for him. Our offensive line has been trash too. They're not getting him enough time in the pocket, but also there's times where he has a decent amount of time and he's not getting the ball out of his hand quick enough, like the quick throw or the quick check down or the out route. Like he'll hold it a little too long and try to bail out, or he just takes the sack. And it's defeating because it's defeating to see because all the talent we have and what we're supposed to be. And it's also defeating because our defense is probably the best defense we've had since the year after the Super Bowl. And we're not going to be able to they're not going to be able to stop. Like they're holding teams. So what they hold y'all to like 23. And they really didn't even hold y'all to 23. It's like one of them was a pick 6. And then
the defense played good enough to win.
Yeah. A few times they had y'all basically gave y'all short yardage. Because I think he do another pick right after that. So
yeah, and then we had one downs. Yep.
And they've been playing well all year in every game. I think, like I said, the most they gave up was the Packers 24, and I think one of those was a defensive touchdown as well. So it just sucks to see. We're trending the wrong direction. We're playing a hot Houston team at home. The thing is, they're saying Desmond doesn't lose at home, so hopefully that continues. But we can't bank all that all year. But again, yeah, they're coming in hot. CJ Stroud's playing lights out. He's probably been the best rookie quarterback this year. And like I said, they don't look to slow down. So we'll see. After this week, I'll have my mind made up about what this team's going to be this year. But I've been said that my hot take coming into year was Desmond Ridder wasn't going to finish the year out. I don't know. Taylor Heineke is going to play at some point, or we're going to trade for a quarterback. But we've seen enough of a sample size to just kind of say like it may not be it. But we'll see. But let's get into the show. We're going to start off with our something or nothing topics this week. So the first one was obviously, we'll probably be quick on this, but, Taylor Swift, the Swifties, whatever, they've been taking the NFL by storm ever since got the news that Travis and him have been kind of linking up, seeing each other, doing whatever they do. I don't know what specifically it is that they do, but they're doing that. So she's been at the last few games. She's been enjoying herself with Mama Kelce and a few other people in the press box. See Pat Mahomes' wife down here. Just what do you think about the situation? Is it something or nothing? A lot of people have been saying that it feel like it's a marketing scheme to kind of get a new side of new generation of people to watch the NFL and just bring a different audience, obviously, because it's a business, it's a money-driven league. So I'm leaning towards that way. I don't think this is something that's going to last. It's just kind of something that was put together, marketing from the NFL. But, it's been a funny but also annoying little story the last few weeks. But what do you think? Something or nothing?
I say nothing. It's not like that big of a deal. It's kind of annoying to me, but you know the NFL, they're all about the bread. Just like Travis Kelce gained a bunch of followers, I'm pretty sure the NFL gained a bunch of followers and people viewing the games. That's all they care about, viewers. That's why, like, it's just annoying because Pacheco, like, I get if Kelce scores a touchdown, but Pacheco scored a touchdown, they go straight to Taylor Swift. Like, hop off, bro. Hop off just a little bit. I mean, she seems like a normal female. I mean, it's cool and all, but they're obsessive over it. Like that Bears game, they show her. She was in the
like every
Sunday
cutaway.
night pregame, not the pregame thing, but like before the game comes on, a little song with Carrie Underwood that they used
Oh
to do.
yeah.
Like they were showing her. There was something about Swifties. I'm like, bro, this is crazy. Like, what if they break up next week? What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna post about? But I mean, it's nothing. It's a little annoying, but I respect the NFL for trying to get their bread. That's all they care about. Once they break up, they won't be
Honestly.
anymore.
Yeah, we'll see how long this lasts. Maybe it's a season thing. Who knows?
Hey, maybe it works. I don't know, but I do know a lot of girls are watching football and like ladies are like, "Oh, tell me when Taylor Swift comes on." Like it's crazy. I don't want to watch football, but y'all want to see a girl just the camera point to a girl while she's just chilling. It's
Like exactly. I was about to say they're just gonna point to her literally doing what she's doing right there, holding the drink up. It's like or talking to
people. The obsession over like certain celebrities is just weird. Like obviously you look up to some celebrities and you like follow them and stuff, but they're just obsessing over it. And Swifties, that's really a thing, which is crazy.
That's really a thing. Yeah, it's a big.
It's nothing though. It's nothing. Hopefully it's over with in a couple weeks. Hopefully Travis go back to the dark side, get him a little chocolate woman or a little. She don't even look like she fits not his lifestyle, but like
they don't look like they'd be a couple for real.
I'd expect him to be with a different type of Caucasian female. That's all I'll say. But let's move on, man. It's nothing. Taylor Swift, it's time to go.
Yeah, give us. We need the football back. Just football. Next, had to hit on this. We all saw this. I think it was yesterday. It was yesterday, or the day before that. But our guy Devontae, well, my guy Devontae Freeman. Not even really my guy. No, I was say yeah. Didn't he like he was looking out for a little bit?
No, he went to Florida State.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, Florida State, that's why he's your guy. Oh yeah, he went to the Saints, I think. Saints and then somebody else for like a little bit. But Devontae, claiming, well, I didn't screenshot the other tweet, but he said one day, it's gonna come out whatever about the Super Bowl. Y'all really want to know what happened with that block about the Super Bowl, whatever. And then somebody went to his likes and somebody was like, let me take this off first. Just confirm that Kyle threw the game just so he can get Jimmy G as his QB from the Patriots when he became head coach of the 49ers. And I had my mind thinking, I honestly, 2016, what was that? That was our first year out of high school. So I was like, I'm just happy we were there. Offense was clicking. I'm like, oh, bet we finna win this game. We finna win a Super Bowl. Finna be going down to Peachtree Street. It's about to be wild. Like we up ATL. We're here. We're about to get us a Super Bowl. I ain't never seen this. And obviously we blow the game because one of the major plays is he missed the block, other side, and then Matt takes the sack, and then after, which I don't know why we were throwing in the first place. Nah, it ain't fumble. We just took a long ass sack. It was like a 15-yard sack or something. They kicked us out of field goal range, but we weren't even supposed to be throwing the ball. We should have ran the ball. We ran, kicked the field goal. We're up by 10 with like a minute and something left. But anyway, back to this. He's, I saw this. I'm like, wow, I didn't even really think about that because I forgot two things. I forgot he lost his playbook a few hours before the game. Mysteriously lost his playbook a few hours before the game, but found it. And then I forgot that he also did accept the job before, the Super Bowl happened, like a week or two before the Super Bowl happened. So I forgot about those two things, when putting two together. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. This actually could be a real thing. Like you said, we said it before we got on here, like, with conspiracy thing about football. But I really thought about this because even back then I remember I was like, I forgot what my conspiracy theory was, but I was like, bro, it was something. I forgot what it was, but it was crazy. But this just brought back bad memories. I'm like, wow, could that really have happened? But something and nothing. Do you think Devontae Freeman is telling the truth on that?
No, I think it's nothing. I don't know if he's still mad at Kyle for not giving him the ball more, which he should have. Him and Tevin Coleman should have got the ball more, or what it is. I don't know. He was going after that, so it wasn't the reason he wasn't re-signed. I'd be bitter too if I was a fan. I already told you. If I was a Falcons fan and that happened to me, I really don't I don't know what I would do because y'all haven't been close since.
Yeah. We went to the playoffs next year. We should have won the game we went to the playoffs next year. We lost to Philly on the goal line. We couldn't. Right? Yeah, we couldn't get the ball to Julio, whoever we was trying to get the ball to win that playoff game. It was like a last second drive, last minute or two.
Oh yeah, y'all had 3 cracks from like the 3-yard line. Yeah,
and we couldn't get it, and we lost the game. And they go on and win the Super Bowl against the team we lost the Super Bowl to the year prior. Jesus Christ!
I just think it's nothing because I don't believe all right, you got the longest yard point shaving. Like I truly don't believe any coach is gonna go out there and point shave. Why would you do that? Like why would you? The play calling is suspect, play, and he was already confirmed to the 49ers, but he's not gonna blow a game. Like him getting the Super Bowl as a coordinator and then going to a Super Bowl as a head coach, like that boosts his resume for Canton. Not saying he's going to Canton, but if he goes to a couple more Super Bowls, he might in a couple years, might hear his name, but I can't see a coach blowing the game on purpose. Like play calling was bad because y'all would not run the ball. I'm telling you, if that was the Jaguars, I'm yelling at the TV. Just hand the ball off. Take some time off the clock. I don't care if you punt it back. Take 5 minutes off the clock. But y'all throwing. Julio did have a crazy catch in the fourth quarter.
Catch. It was like a play or two before that. That's why we were like just run, kick the field goal. We're good.
But no, it's nothing. He didn't. There's no way Shanahan did it. And who threw the game so that you can get Jimmy G? I get Jimmy G was straight, but he wasn't Deshaun Watson. Like, what are we talking about here?
That's true. I can't remember who their quarterback was though. San Fran's before.
They was rotating scrubs, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. It could have been, but it's like you said, Jimmy G ain't nothing. But I guess at that point, he was coming off of the year prior. I think that it's whenever he stepped in for Tom Brady. I think he hadn't lost a game, and he actually looked like he looked like somebody that Kyle Shanahan could kind of use in his type of offense. So I mean, around then, he wasn't a world beater, but I know he was like Brock Purdy almost. Like I said, like did what he was supposed to do, won games, didn't lose, put his team in a position to win. And I guess like it was just the easy, trade off essentially. But I don't know. It's just a lot of weird things that I remember just happening. It's just like, oh man, I just kind of rewind the clock back and it made me feel bad all over again. It's
ain't no way though, bro. I don't refuse to believe it, but
I don't think it's true either. I think he may just wanted to stir something up because I don't know why you're talking about it now, but I don't know. I hope it's not true. I really do, because that's gonna suck. Because we're as you can see, we're not even close to another one. It's been 7 years, so we'll know. We'll maybe know the real story in a few years. He said soon, but we'll figure it out. We'll see. But next, Something or Nothing. Jonathan Taylor, I think today committed to playing for the Colts for the rest of the year. He's supposed to be coming off the PUP list. I think he can play this upcoming week. I want to say, maybe it's next week, 1 to 2 weeks. But he committed to play for the Colts. They're 2-2 right now. Believe tied with y'all for the top of the division, it's a 3-way tie. Everybody's 2-2, I think, right? You, Titans, and then the Colts. So Something or Nothing. Do you think? With the addition of Jonathan Taylor and as we've seen with Anthony Richardson, he's been playing actually pretty well this year. The defense is been playing really well too, has been keeping them in games. Do you think the addition of Jonathan Taylor is something or nothing for this squad?
The addition is something, but him committing, I think he's just being a professional and saying what he needs to say. I know he's upset because all running backs are upset, but he just being professional, so it's nothing. But him being added to an already solid team, I think he's going to be really vital. I already talked about it. I said if he played the entire season, Anthony Richardson would win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Right now, C.J. Stroud has something to say about that, but I think him and Jonathan Taylor, him and Anthony Richardson in the zone read game is going to be crazy. Defense is going to have to decide because Richardson is a willing runner, so just going to put defensive ends and defensive coordinators in a bind, and I really think that the Colts offense is going to get a major boost. I don't want them to win, though, because they tell me our division is the worst in the league, and everybody's 500. So I need these teams to start losing because we might lose on Sunday. So, but yeah, he's a huge addition. As an AFC South member, we do not like it, and we play him next week, his second game back. So he might be a little rusty this week, but after that, he'll be fine. But major addition. When you add your best player, I'd say he's the best player. When you add your best player to your team, they're going to get better regardless, especially the offense. And when you have a smart mind like Shane Steichen, stuff he's doing with A-Rich right now is already, looking very good. So when they add Jonathan Taylor, it's going to get a little ugly, and I hate it. But he's going to be a good addition for sure.
Yeah, I think so as well. Like you said, obviously best offensive weapon for sure. Like you said, could argue, like I said, best player on that team, on that side of the ball. Second best if you like maybe count Darius Leonard, but yeah, like it's gonna be crazy. Like you said, that rerun, that run pass option or whatever they draw up, with him and Richardson is gonna be wild because like you said, you gotta account for both for sure, and they're both big bodies, both capable, running through people very fast, very big built, and it's gonna make it tough. Like you said, it's gonna open up a lot more things I think in the playbook. Obviously, Zach Moss is filled in fairly well, but Jonathan Taylor's a different beast, and I think it could be scary hours for these upcoming teams that they're gonna be facing. Because like I said, they look good and they look decent in all the games they played so far. They've been in every game. I don't think they've gotten just like straight up blown out yet. So I think they'll be they're gonna be in a pretty good position. But like you said, anytime you add your best player, it's gonna obviously boost them. But like you said, I don't know. It could obviously mean nothing. Like I say, in the long run, he may still end up requesting a trade after the year, depending on how the season goes. Maybe not sign with them long term. May end up in a different jersey anyway, or he may still get traded. We never know. Like we said before, NFL is a business. If they get a good offer for him and they feel like he's not really fully committed and they can't get anything out of him, or they're gonna have to get something out of him now, they might ship him off in a week or two, or whenever closer to the trade deadline, if there's a team that's really running back needy. So, like you said, it could be nothing on that front for sure. Last, something or nothing. Caleb Williams announcing. I don't even know if this is really true, fully true. I just been seeing it a lot. I feel like this is something you wouldn't really say, but at the same time, it kind of makes sense because like I feel like he could technically return to USC and earn more money because of the NIL and all that. I just don't know if this is really true or not, but we're going to do the something or nothing game with it anyway. So he announced the 5 teams he would say he would play for. It also doesn't seem like it's true because of some of the teams that's on here, but at the same time, I could kind of see the fit a little bit. Maybe if you add him and his playmaking abilities to some of these teams, I mean, it's a possibility their season looks a lot different. So says Cowboys. Don't think that's going to happen, obviously, with Dak and the trade of Trey Lance. Raiders, Vikings, Giants, and then the 49ers. Again, don't know if that's going to happen because Brock Purdy seems like he has that spot on lockdown at the moment. But what would you say? Is this something or nothing? And do you even think this is true? That he would even this has even been said.
I think it's nothing and it's not true. I know his dad's outspoken, and he might have said a couple of teams that he wants to play for or doesn't want to play for, but I don't think some of these teams are like. You got the Cowboys; they're nowhere near the first pick. They're competing for a Super Bowl. The Niners competing for a Super Bowl. They gave up so much draft capital trading up for Trey Lance. Obviously, we know Caleb Williams is more like surefire than Trey Lance, but still, they're not. We're not doing that again. Y'all, the owner is like, y'all ass is going if that happens again. So that's dead. Vikings, I could see them, being a candidate to get a quarterback, but maybe the second or third guy because if they go 0-17, Jed is going to request a trade. He doesn't like losing already, so he don't care about tanking for a quarterback. He's like, we got me. We need to win some games. Yeah. Raiders, I can definitely see because that's not a good situation overall. I don't think their roster is not that good. They're just not in a position to win. He can overtake it. But I just don't see him saying these 5 teams. Like all the talk about him not going, in my opinion, is dead because I get the NIL money is good, but that second contract money for a quarterback is crazy. If you want to get 400, 500 million, take your butt to the league. And if you're good enough, you'll get it after year 3. So he's in Cali right now.
Extension.
Right? He has money right now, so I think money is the least of his concerns. Obviously, you can never have too much money, but I just don't think there's any way he skips out in the NFL. And if a team like the Bears has the first pick, I can see him saying no. But me personally, as a quarterback, like I'd want to be the one to turn the franchise around. I'd be with the one to, be the first one to throw for over 4,000 yards and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's just a tough situation. I honestly can't wait till April, but obviously we want to get through this season. But I think it's nothing overall.
Yeah, I think I don't even fully think it's true. Like you said, and I think it was a lot of smoke in the air about him not going, to the NFL draft this upcoming year anyway. Like you said, like you're like the surefire number 1 overall pick. Like why not? Like why would you not? Because you never know what could happen. Like so, even with the NIL, you come back another season, and then what? Like you get injured. I mean, I don't think it'll hurt your stock that much, but it's still like you won't you won't be playing. You won't be able to do those certain things, like you said, to earn that second contract. You know, you may not get the extension as quick. Like you're surefire number 1 overall pick. You're playing at a high level. More than likely, like I said, I don't know what team is going to fall and to get that number 1 spot. Obviously, that we thought it was the Cardinals. Not sure if it's going to be the Cardinals anymore. Then obviously Houston with CJ Stroud, we thought it was going to be them. It's probably not going to be them either. We don't know. Like I said, Bears is right now, they're the number 1. They got the number 1 and the number 2 pick. So, and that would be crazy. Like say they do get it, him, then say Marvin Harrison at the second pick at this point. You give him
me personally, bro. Real quick, me personally, I get Marvin Harrison Jr. at the top. You know, I personally would spots and get some draft capital because you already have. Yeah. I mean, you can take him, but you already have DJ Moore, Mooney.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. I wouldn't do it.
Weapons. You can never have too many, but there's like other valuable positions that they need. They could go defense, trade back a couple spots, get some more draft capital. But hey, I wouldn't even say keep Justin Fields because I think he needs to change the scenery. But you can trade him in the offseason for a couple of picks too. So it's a good Chicago's in a good spot. And the Panthers, I'm not writing Bryce Young off yet, but that trade is just not looking as good because they need a receiver, and then they don't have a first-round pick this year either. So, I don't know. We'll see, man. But good luck to Caleb in his process because whatever team gets them will be lucky to have him for sure.
Definitely, yeah. Obviously, like I said, they're going to be very lucky to have him, but we'll figure all that out when draft comes around in like April, yeah. So we'll figure all that out. We still got a whole season to enjoy, and he has a national championship. I think he's trying to win anyway. So we'll revisit that topic later. But next, we're gonna hit on Thursday Night Football. We got Commanders. We got the Bears. As we were just speaking about the Bears, it might be a stinker, but it also might be so much of a stinker that it actually becomes a good game. The Bears actually probably had their best offensive performance last week, and they still lost in a crazy way. Very disappointing. Washington also bounced back and challenged the Eagles. Possibly could have won that game. Maybe should have. And they didn't. They fell short as well. So, like I said, both teams, well, Washington's 2-2, but Bears still winless, looking for their first win tonight. What do you kind of think of this game, this matchup, and who do you think comes out on top?
First off, before I get into the game, talking about last week a little bit, both teams have something to look forward to. Like the Bears had their best offensive performance of the year. Justin Fields had a very, very good game. Like at one point in the third quarter, he was like 23 for 24 for like 290. This is by far his best game as a pro. I think this was his first game throwing over 300 yards too. And for it to collapse like that is just crazy. One other thing I'll say about that, I know 3rd-and-1, you trust your guys, but the play call has to be better or you have to take the field goal, take the points. You haven't won in the last 13-something games. Like, they back to last season, they're still on a losing streak. So you just got to give your quarterback confidence and let him leave the field with the lead, in my opinion, and take the points. And then on the other side of Commanders, they're playing pretty well. Sam Howell's going to throw you some passes. He's a gunslinger type guy. He's going to take some chances, but he's also playing some high-quality ball. And they were able to go tit for tat with the Eagles. So that's always impressive to look forward to, especially when you have a young quarterback and young guys in the receiver core, and they're able to go shot for shot with the defense like the Eagles and to keep up with the offense like the Eagles. So both teams, obviously the Bears not looking good, but the Commanders, in my opinion, are trending upward. And the enemy is doing a fabulous job there. But to talk about the game, I think it's going to be a close game. Hopefully they can put up some points. Like, it's not two good teams playing, but hopefully it can be exciting. I overall just think it's going to come down to the trenches. Washington has a very, very good front four. And if the Bears aren't able to establish the run game in any way with Herbert and Johnson, I think obviously Fields had a good day last week, and the Bears have a good, receiving core and weapons. Him dropping back the pass and that defensive line putting their ears back with no threat of the run isn't a recipe for success. So I'm going to take the Commanders in a close one, but I really could, I would take the spread. I don't know what the spread is, but I can very well see the Bears getting their first win of the season. But I just think Sam Howell making some timely plays to keep them on the field or put some points on the board, and that defensive line is going to be the difference in the game this week. So I got Commanders by 3.
Is Commanders by 3?
Yeah, in a close one.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of the Bears letting me down. But like I said, they did give us a lot to look forward to. I think they found a little bit of success. They were able to get DJ Moore the ball. At a point, Fields was 23 for 24 or 24 for 25, something like that nature. So, I mean, they were able to get him the ball, other playmakers space, ball in space as well. Darren Mooney got involved a little bit. They looked well, like they was playing pretty good. And like you said, it kind of just fumbled by Justin Fields. Unfortunate. Kind of turned the tide of the game. I mean, it was turning before then because Denver started to find a groove on offense as well. But they look like you said, it's something that they could look forward to. At least they're getting that part on track. Defense had always kind of been there this year, but had been led up by the offense. And same thing kind of with the Commanders. Like I said, Sam Howell made some timely plays. He kept them in the game. He kind of slang the ball around a little bit as well. And if that's what we're expecting tonight, if that's what's going to happen tonight, it's going to actually, like I said, be a pretty good game. I forgot where it's at. I think
it's in DC.
DC. Okay, so I thought it was in Chicago. It's in DC. I mean, going on the road, short week for both of these teams. Tough losses for both of these teams. It's definitely going to be a battle, an emotional test for both of them as well. And just whoever, I guess, coming in can put that behind them is more, battle tested and prepared this week. It's probably going to win this game. And like you said, I think the Commanders probably do come out with it. I think it's going to be a close game, probably like, field goal or a 6-point game. But I want to go with the Bears. Something's telling me that they somehow squeeze out their first win tonight because
I can see it too.
The Commanders have been like real up and down. Like it's literally every other week. Like they look okay, then they look really bad, then they look pretty good, and then they look sorry again. So if that trend continues, this would be the game that they would look pretty bad. But again, I mean, they're playing against a team that's 0-4. So I'm going to go with Chicago, though, just to be different. Hopefully they, like I said, are able to build off that success they found on Sunday, able to get DJ more of the ball a little bit more, able to tailor the offense to Justin. And Justin just has to take care of the ball and do a better job of, I mean, at first he was just holding the ball a lot, taking unnecessary sacks or trying to make plays that he shouldn't make. If he just stays the course, makes the right play, takes care of the ball, the defense, I think, will do their job against Sam Howell and that offense, and they should be able to come out with the win. So I'm going to go with the Bears, 3-point win, and I'm going to go the other way. So we'll be a little bit different starting off our pickles this week. But anything else you thought or think about the game and want to add?
Like, I could see I don't know how Washington's secondary is going to be. Like, I could see it being a shootout. The NFL is just tricky. You don't know what's going to happen. Like,
yeah.
Cowboys lost to the Cardinals. It's just too many. Betting is getting real, real annoying because you feel so confident going into the weekend. It's the NFL. Anything can happen. Like,
what's your play for the night?
This could be Fields' not breakout party, but like last week, he gave him the vote of confidence he needs, and he could just take off. You never know. So as long as I don't know if they can't establish the run game, the Bears not going to be able to win. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
If they have to drop back and pass and rely on the passing game with no threat of the run, it's just not going to work. And Chase Young, like, he hasn't been crazy dominant, but like if you like watch the tape and stuff, like he's getting really close. And the Bears gonna have the best offensive line. I know they're getting Tevin Jenkins back this week, but we'll see. Trenches matter.
Most definitely, trenches matter, like you said. So we'll figure it out. We'll see. Coming up in about 30 minutes here. So before we hit into our pick'ems for the week, of course, we got our OTBN rankings for the week. Let me see. Let me move that out the way. Not a little bit of change in top 5, a little bit. Got San Fran, Philly, Bills, KC, and then the Dolphins dropped the 5 after being 1 last week. Cowboys cut back up a little bit. Who else made some movement? Jaguars, y'all came up too. I think y'all were like 18.
I don't know why, but
and then what else? I mean, not too much movement with the bottom tier teams. I mean, they kind of switched around a little bit, but 22 to 32, it's just like whatever. Or 24 to 32 is kind of like whatever. I'm trying to think who I had where. So my top 5 this week, I believe I had San Fran 1. I think I had KC 2, Bills 3, Eagles 4, because the Eagles had just been kind of just barely skating by winning. Like I think I'm starting to I've been doing it, but I take kind of like strength to win kind of into consideration. Like they haven't like just had, I mean, a statement type win. Like they come out and play, they come out strong, and then like they just let teams back in and they're just barely winning games. So I can't have them at 2.
I think that most people in off the ball do like the record. Like that matters more. I mean, I get I agree with you with the strength of schedule, but they're going based off record. Because in my opinion, I agree with you. I would have Buffalo too right now. Like ever since week 1, they've been putting up crazy points on teams. That's why I'm scared. And if I could just talk about some things that I would change, there's small things. I can't even move Tampa back. They're playing good because I did not expect them to beat the Saints like that. I don't think the Bears are the worst team, though. I think the Panthers are the worst team in the league. And bump the Giants to 31 because the Giants are, as Chris would say, basura. Their offensive line is terrible. It looked like Duluth all over again. Drop back 2 seconds, 3 dudes coming free. I felt bad for Daniel Jones. Like, you can blame him. He threw a pick 6, but he threw a pick 6 because he's sped up in his mind. He's tired of getting hit. So he's like, 1, 2, 3, this ball got to come, get out. And he made a bad throw. He missed communication when he had Waller wide open. But, yeah, Bears are not the worst team. Panthers are the worst team, then Giants. What else would I change? I like Commanders where they're at because they lost to the Eagles, but they could have won that game. They played well. And I think the Jets should be moved up one.
I think I had the Jets.
Bro, after 10, it could go either way for some of these teams because I don't think the Bengals are that terrible. Joe Burrow's just hurt, but then again, they don't look good. I really just don't know. But the 2 major things obviously is the Bears and the Giants being the worst 2 teams for me, and then the Bills would be number 2.
Bills be number 2,
I think they're playing the second best ball in the league right now. They're the best team in the AFC right now.
For sure. Yeah, I would say so as well. Like you said, it's literally been like minimum 30 points a game each week since week 1. Like
they beat the Dolphins by almost 30. Like they stopped scoring.
It's crazy. Like beat them by 28. A team that just put up 70 points. It's ridiculous. So and then kept the team to 20 points after putting up 70. So definitely wild. Like you said, I think I had them 3. But I could definitely see
real quick, literally what happened to the Broncos could have happened to the Dolphins. I'm not saying the Bills were gonna score 70, but they could have scored 60, I promise you, bro. They could have had a couple more touchdowns. I promise you.
No doubt for sure. Like they was scoring at will that second half. So I can for sure have seen like it would have been like the opposite type score. So it's ridiculous. But I mean, some of the things, I mean, it does get kind of wonky in the middle, like I said, like kind of like that 12 to 20 range. Like from then, that's when I started kind of doing I don't know how the Chargers are 11. I don't know who did that because I for sure had them not that high. Like they barely skate by and beat the Vikings, and then what was their win last week? It would beat somebody by a point.
They beat the Raiders.
Raiders, yeah. They beat the Raiders by 7, and then the Vikings by 4. Barely. And there's both those teams have won 1 game apiece and barely have won those 1 games. Like the Vikings win was against the Panthers. I forgot who the Raiders beat. Oh, they squeaked out a win against the Broncos. So it's like, I don't know who did that. We're gonna have to get some type of explanation. I don't know who. I'm gonna definitely have to message somebody like Cruz. You're gonna have to say who did that because there's no way in hell they should be even in front of y'all, to be honest.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. We shouldn't. If you gotta move the Chargers back, you gotta move us back too, because we don't look good either.
Yeah, for sure. I think I had y'all at 12. But the Chargers at 11 is wild. We're gonna have to we flag on the play, bro. We're gonna have to get somebody to explain that for sure. I didn't even realize that to just now. I'm kind of heated about that. But outside of that, I'm looking and I had Bears. I probably should switch Bears and Panthers, but I had those my 2 bottom teams. Giants, I had 30 because they're definitely buns. They're basura, like you said. Cardinals are a little too low for me too. I ain't
gonna lie, bro. They're feisty. Like they're 1-3, but they don't look that bad. My boy Dobbs has not thrown a pick all year either.
Exactly. Like I said, I think I had them higher 20s. What I had them at? I am at 25, but I think it's because everything else in the middle kind of was kind of iffy. I would definitely have them in front of the Raiders though, and New England. I think I have them in front of both those teams. So they need to move up a little bit more. Like you said, they could easily be 3-1. Like they played obviously the 49ers, and right now they're the number 1 team I feel like in football.
They could have won before we move on. They could have won the first 2 weeks. They could have beat the Commanders, and then they were at what 20-0 on the Giants.
Yeah, they just blew games. Like they easily could be 3-1. So I don't know. Like I said, that's playing with spots though. Vikings probably still a little bit too high. So their only win is from the Panthers, and they just lost to the Chargers, which again don't know how they're 11. But everything in the middle is kind of wonky. I just kind of did it based off like rankings, like who's where. I think I have my Falcons like 17, something like that. Commanders had like 18. No, I had them 16. So everything is just kind of one spot switched around. But I mean, the top 5, I think that's pretty solid. At least those 5 teams or 5 or
Cowboys
6
and
teams.
Dolphins could be debatable
Yeah,
after last
but
week.
that could definitely be debatable based off these last 2 weeks. Because I mean, obviously the Cowboys lost to the Cardinals, but the Cardinals don't look as bad as we thought they would look. You put up 70 points, it's like, you're supposed to be like in the top 5, but then you also didn't get beat by 30. Definitely debatable. So, well, I mean, we did all right with these. We're just gonna have to get some answers about Chargers at 11. I'm gonna figure that out for sure. Don't know what the hell y'all were doing with that, but we'll figure it out. But next, kind of wrap everything up. First, we'll hit on our pick'ems. We'll show it. It's only a game difference at the moment. We both went 12-4 last week, losing 4 different types of games. I think I lost the Falcons. I know that for sure. Who else did I lose that I picked? I forgot who it was. Falcons, I know, was definitely one. Obviously, I lost them the last 2 weeks. Falcons.
I think I picked. Did I pick the Browns, bro? Did I really send you the Browns?
I think you picked. Yeah, you picked the. No, you didn't pick the Browns because they played the Ravens. We both picked the. Ravens. I picked the Bears. That's what it was. We both picked the Bears. I picked the Falcons. You picked the Eagles. No, not the Eagles. My fault. You picked the Saints. I think they lost to the Bucks. I picked the Bucks.
Yeah, that one surprised me.
Yeah, and then forgot what the other 2 were, but it was 2 other ones that were a little different. But all in all, 12-4, 1 game difference after 4 weeks. A lot closer than what it was, I think, last year. I think I started off really bad. So 1 game separates us, and then with this week, it'd probably be a big difference of a week as well. So going into it, first game of the night, we already both picked, or I picked Chicago, you picked Washington, so that's already a game difference. We got your squad, obviously Jacksonville and Buffalo. Who you going with?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. This whole year, like, I've always done this. I can't say my team is gonna lose. This is a game I think we might lose. Like, out of the rest of our season, this is like one of the 1 or 2 games that I think we're gonna lose not for sure, but we can lose. I wouldn't be that mad. But I gotta pick my team. I think offense hasn't gotten together. We're 2-2. We're not 0-4 how we could be, but offense hasn't clicked. In Buffalo, Tre'Davious White is out. Von Miller, hopefully, they're like, nah, we're going to let you sit 1 more week. He's supposed to come back. Rousseau was hurt. Jordan Porter didn't play last week, so their defense stays banged up as possible, and our offense can finally, take off like we're supposed to. Mm-hmm. I can see us putting off the upset, man. We've already been in London for a week, so we're used to it. Bills are getting out there tomorrow, so they're not going to be, really acclimated to London. Yeah. But, when it's time to play, it's time to play. But I'm going to take my guys. I think we pull through for a big AFC win and gives us the confidence going into week 6.
That would be big. Like I said, y'all kind of are. Y'all been over there the entire time. It's a little bit of a leg up. Kind of cheating, I'd say, but a little bit of a leg up for sure. I didn't even realize they were back. I mean, it makes sense, though, that they were back-to-back because it's like, why would they have y'all come back out there later on in the year? I didn't even realize. But like I said, been acclimated. It does take a minute. Honestly, if I was a Bears, I would have left like Wednesday, to be honest. But, neither here nor there. I still think I'm going to take them, though. Like I said, they're probably the hottest team in football, putting up ridiculous points. Their defense is a little banged up, but typically their secondary, and even sometimes third-string players come in and service them enough to where that they can win you games or hold you to lower level points to where like the offense is able to put together winnable games. So I think it might be a high scoring game if, like I said, Jacksonville's offense has found a little bit of a rhythm. Like you said, what you said in the beginning of the show, they still are doing like a lot of short intermediate things. Hopefully they're able to open up the playbook a little bit with these injuries, maybe possibly in the secondary and on the offense in general. So looking forward to a good game, another 9:30 a.m. game. So we'll be up watching it, but I'm gonna go with Buffalo. I can't co-sign the Jags.
This wasn't my team. I'm picking Buffalo for sure, but I just can't pick against my team. I will say this real quick because I know we got to hurry up a little bit, but like when I first started sports betting for real, the last time we played them, we beat them our first year with Urban Meyer and Trevor. I picked against him in every play. I had 9 legs in my parlay and every leg hit, and we upset them. And I was like, I'll never bet against my team again. So,
that was the one leg that didn't hit.
We were terrible, and we beat the Bills. I don't know how, bro. I was like, this a lot. This parlay is good. And then my team wanted to show up. But yeah, Jags by
I think I remember you telling me that too.
Jags by 6. 38. No, they can't win by 6 that way. 38-31.
I think that's 7. That still is like 30,
Yeah.
32, 38. Somewhere in there.
I just can't. How you gonna get 32 sounds like 31 sounds better.
That makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna say I think it might be a 2-touchdown win by Buffalo, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. Hopefully not though. But for your sake, I'm rooting for them.
If that's the case, I'm taking a long nap. A long nap
I mean,
after the game.
Yeah, it'll be all right. You'll be up in time for the 4 o'clocks. Houston, Atlanta. This one's tough.
Let's go, boys.
I know you're going against them. CJ Stroud, the way he's playing, greatest quarterback in Ohio State history.
Crazy.
But Dez ain't lost at home yet, so we're gonna go with my boys, man. They pick it up. We're gonna find a way. I'm tired of hearing Arthur Smith say we're gonna find a way to get our playmakers the ball, but this week is the week. You got to show it. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts. If you don't show it this week, I know something. I just know something. So, but I'm gonna go Atlanta still. Who you got?
Ah, man, I gotta do it. I'm tripping. I'm over here being a fan of CJ Stroud. I'm going with the Falcons. We need this to keep them off. They're playing some good football, and their defense is. They're playing good football without a lot of players. They're missing players, and D'Amico Ryans has those guys ready to go. And I just think that they're gonna cool down a little bit. Y'all defense is not that bad, and the offense is gonna have a breakthrough game. And I think that Atlanta pulls it out, but it doesn't look pretty. They have to come down to earth because AJ Terrell is going to take away Nico Collins, or he'll take away Tank Dell, and then the rest of y'all got to figure it out. Kuda has to go to the next guy. I don't know who your third corner is, but I think the Falcons pull one out, and I need it for the division because if the Texans are 3-2, they have a 4th place schedule, and if they're beating everybody like this, they're going to win a lot of games because their schedule was not hard.
Yeah,
but I got Falcons by 6.
Yeah, hopefully we pull it through. Carolina, Detroit.
Yeah, we can move on from this one. Detroit, Carolina. Just like Jaguars, their play calling is terrible right now. They don't have receivers, though, to separate, so that's part of their problem. Thielen's good, but he's old.
Yeah, I was about to say Thielen's the number one. Shark has been playing all right these last few weeks, but
they don't throw him the ball enough, though. Like
yeah.
as soon as Andy Dalton came in, he was throwing him the ball deep. He's a deep threat. When he played with us, he was a deep threat. But, Detroit. Detroit looks real good right now.
For sure. Tennessee, Indianapolis, divisional game. I think it's going to be a good one.
It's a pick 'em. They always split every year. Like I feel like nobody sweeps the other. Both teams are
split, yeah.
Pretty solid, honestly. I'm gonna go Indy. They get back down to Taylor.
I was about to go Indy as well. I don't know. It's tough. Maybe the news of Jonathan Taylor lifts them up. Like I said, I don't think he gets to play this week. I think he gets to play next week, but still. I'm gonna go with Indy as well. They're at home too. Giants, Miami. Yeah, Miami.
They got blown out. They're gonna blow out the Giants, and
Giants got a crazy schedule. Like
they do.
He might have the number 1 pick. Like they might be number 1. They might be down there. Like they got a crazy tough schedule. And
as long as Chris doesn't get to sleep,
they have nothing to build on. Like there's nothing that you could point to that says that they've looked good in any game that they've played. It's really crazy. I don't know. New Orleans, New England. Who you got?
You said New Orleans, New England. Me personally, the Pats got blown out last week, and I know one thing about their franchise, they got a lot of pride. So I think that they got, what was the score? Like I woke up from my nap, and it was like 38-3, and Mac Jones is like running across the field, like throwing across his body like it's high school or something. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? But I think they just have a lot of pride. They shake back. Like there's no way that they get blown out like that. And then they come home against a struggling New Orleans team because New Orleans started out 2-0. Then they blew that game versus Green Bay, and then they lost at home to the Bucs, and they got dominated. And I think that, like, I'm not saying Derek Carr is terrible, but he's not playing too well right now, and Bill Belichick doesn't allow quarterbacks to have the best games versus him. So I think that the Pats pull one out at home.
Yeah, I was going New England as well, just for that simple fact. I think he hurt too. Did he play last week?
He played though after he hurt his shoulder.
Yeah,
he didn't play that well. Maybe they need to sit him down.
Yeah, I would say a healthy Derek Carr wasn't getting the job done for them. So hurt, yeah, there's no way. And they're on the road. Yeah, going New England, Baltimore, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's not. Kenny Pickett has a bone bruise, and that just means Baltimore's going to blitz the hell out of him, make them use that knee. And
they say
Baltimore looks good. Like they're catching teams when they don't have everybody and stuff, but
yeah,
their defense is pretty good right now. Yeah. Clowney was a good pickup, so I got Baltimore by.
Yeah, it was a good pickup.
It's Baltimore, Pittsburgh, so it got to be close.
It might. You think so?
Baltimore by 6. Baltimore by 9. I give them a touchdown and some change.
Yeah, I'm going. It might be 2-3 touchdowns. It might get ugly. I don't know. Pittsburgh ain't looked that good last week against Houston. And like I said, they're beat up. And I think Mitch Trubisky might play. I don't know. That's what I heard, but maybe that's not true anymore. Maybe he's healthy enough to suit up. But regardless, I don't think it's gonna be a competition. Philly, Rams, who you got?
It's gonna be is this the week?
Be a good one. This might be the week.
They lose.
This could be the week.
Let me look at the rest of the schedule because I got.
No, it's cut back this week.
Huh?
It's cut back this week.
Yeah, they took him off the PUP list, and they said he could have been ready like the last week, but they put him on PUP just to be. I guess they have to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking at the schedule, bro. I don't have another upset. I'm gonna take this upset. Rams.
Yeah.
They're gonna take it. They get cut back, and the Eagles have started slow, kinda. They just been chilling, coasting, and this is the week it catches up to them. Aaron Donald has a big day. Kelce finally. I don't think Kelce's allowed to sack in like 2 years, so this is the day.
Yeah.
I got Rams in a close one, 27-24.
Yeah. I was picking Rams this one too. I don't know if we've had one that's different, but I definitely was going with the Rams this game because I was like, this is the week. Because I think after this, it kind of gets hard for them too. Like their schedule gets real tough, and I think this starts the week where they start losing some games, and it starts to, my prediction that they're going to be pedestrian starts to come true. So I'm going with the Rams as well. Cincy, Arizona, who you got?
This one's tough too because Cincy has been trash. Like I watched some of the game versus the Titans. Everything is short. Burrow, like I know he's not a mobile quarterback, but you really realize like when you hurt your calf and you can't move at all and you're a stationary target, how much it affects you. Like a big part of Burrow's game is his like subtle movements in the pocket. Those small little movements to give him a little extra time or step up in the pocket, or he just has great like awareness. And I don't know, man. Like I think they eventually turn it around, but Arizona's been playing good versus everybody, and I just have a feeling that they pull it. Hold on. I'm over here second guessing myself. Yeah, I got Arizona. They've been playing good enough, and Cincy has to show me that.
Yeah.
I know they started out 1-2 last year, but they just look like a totally different team. All those weapons, and they're not really doing anything on offense. And Jonathan Gannon has those guys playing hard in Arizona, so I'm going to take the Cardinals. But watch, this is the week that Burrow throws for 300. I might change my mind, too. For the people that's listening, I might text Jelani on like Saturday and change it. But for right now, I got Cardinals. Yeah,
I was going to pick Arizona, too, but then I got reminded. I just remembered that Jamar was like, I'm open. I'm always open. Like, and he mad. Yeah, he about to have about 200 yards because the same thing happened with A.J. Brown. And Jalen Hurts. Now A.J. Brown got all the damn targets. They ain't throwing the ball to Devontae Smith whatsoever. Like A.J. Brown going dumb right now. So I think it may. And then T. Higgins is out too. So I think it's like, damn, you got Boyd and Jamar. I mean, he could still play. I think he's questionable, but
crack his ribs. I doubt it, bro. He tall too.
Yeah, so I think they might go crazy. I'm gonna go with Cincy on this one, and this is the first one we're different this week too. So hopefully Jamar goes crazy as well for my sake because I think he's on my fantasy team. So I'm gonna need that. Jets, Denver. Who you got?
I'm gonna be wrong on this one, but I got the Jets. They remember what Sean Payton said about Hackett and just in general. Zach Wilson. Maybe this is he did play kind of good. Like I was happy for him. He did play pretty good last week. I wonder if he can build on it because that defense is very good. Like if you realize like some of the two best quarterbacks in the league, their toughest games were versus the Jets, Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen. So that defense gonna do their job. I know Russ has been playing better, but the tragedy in Denver continues, and I think the Jets pull it out. I'm probably gonna be wrong on this one. This is one I'm not confident about because I'm trusting in Zach Wilson, but we're gonna see.
I feel that too.
In the MILF Hunter, we trust.
Yeah, I guess so. It might be. I'm thinking MILF Hunter. Should I go that way too?
I don't know. Hey, watch him come out and be like 15 for 35 for like 120. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if you could put two games back to back together like that because like he did play. When they were showing the highlights too, like he was. Diamond, like yes, he was. I was like, oh snap, they might be all right. But now I think I'm gonna go with Denver. Like they've been showing some grit. They've been pulling some wins out. Like you said, Russ has been playing a lot better. I think they can start to get to the spot they thought they was going to be at in the beginning of the year. Defense. Yeah, and they just cut Randy Gregory, so I don't know. They want to focus on the young players, so maybe that's a soft spot that that may not do over well with them. But I'm gonna go Denver. I just trust it. I think they can win. Kansas City, Minnesota, KC. Who you got? Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun game though. It's gonna be a fun game. Like
yeah.
I can see it being a high scoring game. Like Minnesota come out on top early and then Kansas City, catch up. But it's the NFL, bro. Like you just never know. Minnesota could win this game, but I'm going with the Chiefs until they show me otherwise.
Yeah, I'm going with Chiefs too.
Vikings defense is trash.
Yeah, I was about to say that they was hyped this past week though. I guess some few stops that they made
against the Panthers.
I was like against the Panthers. Harrison was hyped, but it's funny. Like Minnesota is like a fun team to kind of like. Kirk Cousins is like it's kind of fun to watch him because you never know. Like he may do some dumb shit, but then he may also have a nice ass throw to JJ. So it's like it's wild. Like you said, it's gonna be a fun game, but I know they're gonna lose. And it may be like a 10-point loss. It's like 31-21, something like that. I can see that happening. Dallas, San Fran, probably the game of the week. Who you got?
Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I got the Cowboys, man. I think that they remember last year, he had a stinker. It was a tough, hard-nosed playoff game, but 13-10 through 2 picks. One was Kelce in the red zone, not in the red zone, on their side of the field before half. So I think he has a bounce-back game. And I don't know. This is the first game where Purdy looks like the Mr. Irrelevant. So I'm going Cowboys. It hurts my heart.
Yeah, I mean, the Cowboys defense is serious. They something serious.
They don't have Diggs, but still, I think that Dan Quinn's going to scheme it up and they get after Purdy. So I got Cowboys. So I'm not confident either, but I got Cowboys for now.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the 49ers. I'm not betting against them at the moment. They're kind of smooth sailing right now. Like all cylinders are clicking for them. They just look good. Like they look solid. CMC's going crazy. Was it 13, 14 touchdown game streak? I don't remember which one, but he's going crazy. Purdy's doing exactly what he needs to do. Defense is obviously still stout, so I'm not betting against them. I'm going to go San Fran. So I guess we went different about 4 of the last 5 games. And then Green Bay, Las Vegas. What you got?
And they need to flex this game. Like certain teams, the Raiders, Patriots, Giants, don't need to see them on prime time no more. But I got the Packers. They bounce back. They got their ass whooped by Detroit at home in prime time in front of everybody. So I think they're gonna have a bounce back week. This Devontae Bowl though. Devontae going back to play. Well, not going back, but he's playing his old team. So he's gonna go crazy. But that doesn't mean that they're gonna win. So. But I got Green Bay in this one.
I'm gonna take. I don't know. I'm gonna take Vegas. Well, no matter who's starting at quarterback, Aiden looked okay. They had a chance to win that game. Obviously, even if Jimmy G's in, they have a chance to win the game. I don't know. I really have no idea why I'm going with Vegas. I just want to go with Vegas. I just don't have too much confidence in Green Bay. Like they look okay. Like they look like not a bad team, but not a great team. And I mean, same thing I guess could be said for the Raiders. So it's going to be, I guess, the battle of the mid teams.
So the battle of the mids. That's
mid
crazy.
Teams, yeah. I don't know. Like I don't have a good read on either one of them for real. Like we kind of know what they can do, but it's like we also know what they can't do.
No, 100%. You're right.
I'm gonna go with Vegas. Yeah, they're gonna win the game. They're at home too. Like you said, Devontae maybe a little revenge game. Goes for 10 catches, 200, 2 tutties, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, that does it for the pickers. Like I said, we went different like the last 5 to 6. So we're gonna see. It's gonna be a lot of. It's gonna be one way or the other for a lot of these picks for sure. But that does it for the show today, man. I'm trying to think. I don't know if there's anything else that we didn't hit on, anything we didn't touch, anything that gotta say before we get off.
We already talked about Taylor Swift, to be honest.
That's the thing that grinds your gears.
What grinds my gears?
I didn't even know this was next. I just pressed next to get it.
Oh yeah, no, I got one for you. Just New York fans, honestly, not New York fans, but those I wouldn't even say passionate fan bases, but the fan bases that just constantly like kill players, young players, kill their confidence. They expect greatness as soon as you step out there. And I just hate people that didn't play the sport of football that are not allowed to have opinions, but they have really strong opinions when they just don't know. They expect everything to be clean. Like they act like football is a hard game. Or when fans call players soft because they don't play, when they don't know that football is literally 100% injury sport. Like it's 100% chance that you're going to get injured at some point in your football career. And just fans being harsh, especially when they didn't play.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't even play in high school, bro, just watch the game and cheer for your team. Don't criticize them. Don't say your OC should have did this. You need a new play caller. What grinds my gears is honestly just football fans that really don't know what they're talking about or don't really understand the game and just are real loud and wrong, pretty much. I used to tell my mom all the time just to be quiet because she watched football her whole life, but she swears she knows some more than some of these coaches and people like that. You just got to be quiet and just watch the game, enjoy the game.
Sit back and learn.
Yes, sit back and learn.
Be loud and wrong. Just sit back and learn. Lesson for the day.
Yeah.
What grinds my gears? What grinds my gears is not much. I think I talked about at the beginning of the season, beginning of the episode. It really just was grinding my gears. Honestly, this year Falcons Twitter, and I'm not even really in Falcons Twitter, but Falcons Twitter has probably been the most toxic I've ever seen it. Like every game, I see like 30 to 40 tweets going off about something different, and it's so wild to me, so crazy. Like after week one, they on such a high. Second week, such a high. These last 2 weeks have been god awful, like so bad. Like Pitts trade rumors. They're like, let's trade. It's like we should have traded Pitts for this. People talking about we're supposed to have gotten there's like Justin Fields. I think they put up some type of trade rumor up. It was like Justin Fields a fifth and a third or something like that. I don't remember. Fifth or a fourth and a fifth. There's like put it in now.
I'm gonna cut you off. I saw that and it was for Ritter. I'm like, bro, the Bears not gonna take Ritter.
Exactly. Like why would they trade at least a mobile style type quarterback that has a little bit of upside in certain areas that they may want to do for Ritter that has shown absolutely nothing of that, like none of it. Like I was like, what are we doing here? Like who would even like no one's putting that in. Don't stamp that. Like no one's agreeing to that. Like why are we doing that? So that what else? Just these what you call it? Graphics of Jonnu Smith's yardage versus Pitt's yardage, talking about London's the wrong draft pick. Like so many things. Why do we pay Grady Jarrett? Like, bruh, that's the only dude that's been loyal to the city this whole time, and he's doing his job.
I do think that Pitts is not 100%. Like, when you hurt your knee, it always takes like that extra year. Like Ronald Acuna towards ACL last year, he was solid, but he wasn't all the way back. And this year, you see he's really back. So those knee injuries and stuff, when you have meniscus, whatever it is, takes a little time.
Yeah, they nitpicking and talking about he not running routes hard. Like, bro, y'all do know. Like, did y'all not see the hit he took and how he took it?
Bro, fans need to stay in their place. If you never experienced football, I promise you, that's what Twitter is for. Everybody has an opinion, but just don't be so loud. You over here arguing with people about stuff you've never experienced. If you never played or coached, even if you haven't been a film guy, if you haven't been around football for a year and see what they go through in practice and game from a year-to-year basis, just shut up. But they're not going to shut up. That's what Twitter's for. Some of the biggest people that have a lot of followers never played or don't know what they talk about. So
yeah, they just be posting.
What Twitter is. That's why I try to say, if I was a player, I would not be on Twitter because I see why they be cussing out people. Like Kadarius Toney. That still cracks me up to this day.
Oh, he said who did?
Kadarius Toney when he cussed out that fan after the first game. He sound weird too. He was really going to put his ski mask on and go find them.
I mean, he did have an ass game. I don't know what the fans said, but he was bullshitting that game.
The fans be tripping in the DMs for sure.
Honestly, they be atting. They don't be caring. They'll make sure they find the right say whatever to you. But yeah, like I said, I'm with you on that. I would definitely turn off my phone for this season and then cut it back on maybe and look at it in spurts because it's crazy out here in Twitterverse. And it's so funny because Twitter is probably the most toxic out of all the places for really anything, like all social media. So, but that does it for today, man. Grinds our gears. If you're a fan, be a fan. That's all we're asking. If you're a fan, be a fan and be a quiet fan if you don't know what you're talking about. But appreciate everybody for tuning in, watching. staying with us. We did a nice little something and nothing segment today. I really enjoy those. Obviously, our pick'ems, like I said, pick'ems challenge right now. One game separated. I got Chicago tonight. That I got Washington, and of course we hit on the picks of the week. Make sure y'all follow OTBN. I know Saturday we'll be on for See You Sunday. And then next week, Overreaction Monday should be back as well. Make sure you're following us on the handles down below. Like I said, OTBN as well. And then I forgot to put up the picture, but Bet Analytics is BET and then Analytics, how you spell it, on Twitter. Make sure you follow them. Obviously good for all your betting needs. And let you know, of course, which plays to pick. So I think you get 25% off if you go with them and sign up for a membership. Because I'll have the picture up next time for sure. But definitely go and follow them. Go support. Other than that, like I said, we'll see y'all Saturday next week as well. Overreaction Monday. And we'll catch y'all then. Have a good one.